Hi, I'm the Secularist Mastermind, and today I'm going to be looking at an issue known as the race war. Does it exist? I'd say not really beyond Twitter and YouTube feuds, but there is obviously racial tension in this country. This country being the US, in case any of you were confused. One of the biggest forms of racial tension, and the main focus point of this video, will be police brutality. I believe many of the police brutality of white on black cases are not due to racism. Statistically, black people commit more crimes, so the fact that there are many white on black cases of police brutality could just be indicative of the statistics. I'm not saying there are no racist cops, because I believe there are, especially in southern states, but this hashtag Black Lives Matter movement is trying to portray every instance of police brutality as race-related or part of the race war. Now, there's one online feud about race and black crime and all that shit that I'd like to state my opinion on. It's between the popular podcast The Drunken Peasants, which I'm a fairly big fan of, and YouTuber AIU, or Atheist Rue, who I also watch now and again. I don't know exactly what started the feud, but at one point in the feud, AIU said black people need to stop committing crime, to which the peasants responded by calling him a racist. Okay, so I do believe that what AIU said was a generalization, but I don't disagree with what he said. Black people, just like all people, need to stop committing crimes. People claim that because AIU is focusing on blacks, it becomes racist. Again, I must disagree. If I were to say white people need to stop being racist, it would be a generalization, but I don't think people would call it racist, just as I don't believe AIU's comment was racist. It was just a statement that most people would agree with, however, it was focusing on a certain demographic, which just so happens to commit more crimes. Just as the statement, white people need to stop being racist, is a statement people agree with, but it's focusing on a certain demographic, which just so happens to be more commonly racist. I don't agree with everything AIU says. For instance, I don't agree with his approaches and arguments sometimes, or his tendencies to censor people in the comments, but I do by no means think he's racist. But the problem with black people committing crimes is not an inherent issue with the race, rather an issue with social class. Black people are more commonly poor, which most likely has to do with past racism and some present racism as well. So I believe to fix this problem, we shouldn't be focusing on a race war, but rather a war on poverty. I think if we could get people out of the ghetto and eliminate that issue altogether, we would have less racial tension and racism in this country. Which leads us back to the conservative scumfuck's unwillingness to help the poor. The best person to resolve the issue is Bernie Sanders, so I beg of you people, vote Sanders. Not only do I believe he could solve this issue, but many others as well. Sorry for construing a video about race to a plea to vote for Bernie Sanders, but I believe that's one way we can resolve it, so yeah. I'm the Secularist Mastermind. Thanks.